everybody knows that payables age automatically, but receivables do not. And there's a simple routine that you need to run, or you can run, to age your receivables. And that's it right there. All you do is you tell it as of the day to age and all of this jazz. And it's absolutely wonderful that it's there, and depending on what your receivables and your customer accounts are and transactions are, this can take a minute or it can take longer than a minute. One of the things, and this is where I'm going to get a little bit more techie just for a short time, is this process can be embedded as a SQL job. And I'm putting quotes around the word SQL, or the initials SQL. It's not difficult to do. It's actually a 4-line entry so that your receivables would age every night at 12:01, as an example, so that you don't have to run this process. And it's something, and Jen, I'm sure that you're willing to share this with them. It's a 4-line SQL statement and then a schedule of it. It takes about a half a minute to set up, and I'll actually go through it now. It's already on the system, but I'll show you what it does or what it looks like. And hopefully this is not too techy or too boring. Inside Management Studio, there's a maintenance plan. I'm going to modify it. I'm sorry, it's 5 lines. So these 5 lines will automatically age your receivables. What this will do is make it so that you don't have to on a daily basis or on whatever frequency you'd like it to do. Since it's a SQL job, we can schedule it accordingly. In this world, or in this environment that I'm sitting in now, I have it to run every day at 11:30 in the morning so that it ages all of my receivables. So since we're already past 11:30, if I go into GP and I do an inquiry, sales, payment summary, and I'll bring up my favorite customer, Aaron Fitz, you'll notice that they were aged as of yesterday. So why haven't they aged? They should have aged. Let's go back into SQL and run this process. I may not have enabled it.
Hey John, can you back up and
Yes.
review that one more time? A couple people said that was
Absolutely.
fast. I think they want to see it again. And I will definitely send out that SQL script to everybody after the webinar too.
I'm more than happy to.
Thanks, John.
So the SQL script, where that would go is inside your SQL server, and this may require a little bit of help of IT or even our support folks. If we go into management, maintenance plans, and I'll actually create it right from scratch. So I'd highlight maintenance plans, I'd right click, and I'd say new maintenance plan. And I'm going to call this AR aging, daily AR aging. And I'm taking this right from the beginning of how I would have to set it up from scratch, by the way. I go into Toolbox, and I'm going to execute a T-SQL statement. I'm going to drag that over into here. I'm going to right-click. I'm going to say Edit, and I'm going to paste in those 5 lines. That was the last thing I pasted. So let me just hop out for a second and grab this one. Modify, Edit. Go in here, paste that in. I'm going to say, okay, so that sets up, if you will, the job. All I'm going to do is tell it now when this thing should run. In most cases, and this will actually, you'll hear me talk about this a little bit again when we talk about backups and such. All I'm going to do is set this job up to run on a daily basis, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And I actually want it to run at 12:01. And I'll tell you the reasoning for this. It's about the same time that I have backups run. And that is because what I want to be able to do, so I've just scheduled it here, and I simply save that. And if I refresh this now, I have 2 jobs sitting out there ready to run. And as long as SQL is running, which it will be in all of your environments, SQL runs all the time because that's how we get into Great Plains. This program doesn't need to be open or anything as such. I don't need that one. This will change. Now every day it'll show that it was aged as of today.